Hello, thinkers. So by now you may have noticed that I talk about sexuality on this channel, but what about all the junk that sometimes comes with it? And no, I'm not talking about a penis. I'm talking about love. But before I get started on today's topic, I want to let you know that the surprise is finally ready. My website is finally up. Oh my gosh, it's about time. I've been saying that a lot lately. So if you want more of myself and Sex Plus throughout the week, lots of extra discussions, posts, and bonus videos that you won't find here, please check out LaceyGreen.tv when you're done viewing. All right, moving forward. We're all somewhat familiar with the feeling of romantic love, aren't we? It's like kind of a tingling around this area. Maybe a little lower. Love feels good? No, it also feels like shit. Well, no wonder humans have spent thousands of years trying to define it and have so far failed. Lately, scientists have taken an interest in the traditionally philosophical question of what love is. Chemical love, they call it. Chemical love refers to bodily reactions that happen when we're attracted to somebody. Phenylethylamine makes us feel excited when we think about them. Kissing and touching produces serotonin, which makes us feel euphoric. And oxytocin released from cuddling and orgasm makes us feel bonded to them. But I think that most of us can agree, despite the chemical explanations, that there's a very real experience of love that happens. Some say love is caring more about your partner than yourself, that love is self-sacrificing. Some say love is a profound desire to see someone become the best that they can. And still others argue that love is a sense of affection and a feeling of completedness from the other person. So is there a magical formula that will tell you if your love is real? Nope, there's not. Not that I tried, or anything. While agreeing on a definition of love is a completely different hurdle, there are a few things that I've noticed that are common in the experience of love from watching my parents and from my own relationships. In my opinion, real love means happiness. It means your relationship will feel safe and warm, like a womb or a vagina. It also means respect and mutual value. You care about their ideas and you accept them even with their flaws. Real love means both parties are willing to make compromises and sacrifices to see the relationship work. Real love also means that you've stopped comparing them to other people. Cooler superpowers and better abs no longer replaces what you have in front of you. Well, that's what I learned from Twilight anyway. Speaking of Twilight, what's the difference between love and lust? I asked on Twitter what you all thought, and here were some of your answers. You see, it's an interesting question because the distinction decides whether or not love at first sight really exists. Could you look at somebody on the street and be like, yeah, that person has an awesome personality and a fabulous sense of humor? No, you couldn't. That's why for those who believe in love at first sight, their definition of love is often very similar to lust. Well, I hope I didn't just confuse the f*** out of you. The field of psychology has something to say about whether or not it's real love. At present, most theories can be reduced to more or less 3 basic stages. Phase 1 is infatuation, where you're thinking about them nonstop and you want to see them and you jump when your cell phone rings. Don't deny, we've all done it. The second phase is bonding, and it occurs less often because it happens a little further down the road. Bonding is where you kind of start taking each other's lives into account when you make decisions and you know them, pretty well. And the last phase is familiarity. That's where you know each other really well and you live together and life is boring. Life is comfortable and happy. This is where some scholars will argue real love begins. I know what you're thinking. Begins? What about all that other crap that happened in the 5 years before this? And we've come full circle, because it depends on your definition of love, doesn't it? On the plus side, the scholar's definition acknowledges that real love is hard to find. It accounts for non-romantic love, and it also acknowledges that relationships come in different degrees. But my critique is that the scholar's definition sounds a lot like just living together and being okay with each other. What's the difference between that and real love? That's what I want to know. So in the comments or a video response, what is your definition of love? Obviously, it's different for everyone, and I'd love to see all the colors that love comes in. I'm Lacey Green, thanks for joining the discussion, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace be with everyone. Except your mom, oh.
What?